Are you ready to do a little bit of organizing in your kitchen? Kind of something like this in your drawer? Well, today on Woodworking with Wes, we're going to fix up my kitchen, and I think you can fix up yours by following along. Let's go ahead and get started building a drawer organizer. I have made a drawing of the size of our tray divider that I want to do. I have listed out where my sizes are. We're going to be using 1/2 inch material front and back, 3/8 material the rest of the way through for everything. I've already milled all my stock, and based upon my drawing, I have cut my pieces to length. I'll go ahead now and get ready to do the assembly, and I want to show you, I went ahead and I made a little sample of the way I'm going to do it. We're going to be using dados to put this together. I've already got my stacked dado set up. This is 3/8 of an inch thick. This represents our 3/8 inch pieces. And I've put a dado across a scrap piece here to test my sizes and my depth. And you can see how this goes together. We're going to put some glue in here and put some 23 headless pin guns on the assembly process to hold it in place while our glue dries. I'm going to go ahead and go over here to the table saw, and we're going to do all of our dadoing based upon the drawing that I have made. We have a 3-inch space up front, 3 inches where our knives, forks, and spoons go, and then everything else lays out according to that. With our dadoing all complete, we have one last thing to do before we do our assembly, and that is these pieces, these dividers between our spoons, forks, and knives, I want to put a little cut on. I've traced around the end of a gallon can to get my circle there. I'm going to cut this out. That makes it easier to reach in and grab your utensils, and we're going to make that cut on our benchtop bandsaw. We'll adjust this down so we're a little closer to our blade there. Just like that. We'll go ahead and get the rest of those cut, and then we're ready to start putting this together. After we completed our dado and cut our little half rounds for our spoons, forks, and knives area, I set it together in a dry fit to make sure everything fit together the way it was supposed to, and we're good. And so we're going to go ahead and get ready to assemble now, and we assemble from inside out. So what we'll do is the first thing we'll do is we'll put these 3 pieces like this, and we'll put a little bit of glue in the bottom of our dados, and we'll put it up, and we'll take our 23 gauge headless pin gun, and we'll just put a couple of pins in each joint so that it holds it in place while the glue dries. Let's show you how that works. We'll just put a very little bit of glue in the bottom of these trenches. We just a couple of drops. We do not want any squeeze out in this because there's no way to get in here and sand this out. So, and we'll just take it and we'll slide in there like that. Hold it firm. And okay, like that. I've got to hurry and get the rest of these in here before my glue runs out on me, runs down on the table. Then I'll show you how that works. Okay, you can see we just have 2 little pinholes there. We're not even going to fill those. Those are just going to hold these in place while the glue dries. Our glue is going to be the main source of our strength. Okay, we got a top and a bottom edge. That's good. Again, just a very little bit of glue. When we get ready to put the outside together, we'll put a little bit more glue because we want it to be sure to hold together real good. But in the inside here, where we can't get to it to clean it up and sand it, we just don't want to have to create ourselves more problems than we want. Okay, there's that section together. This is a top piece. This is the outside that goes way out here. This is a bottom piece. Here's the piece we're after right here. This is the inside upright. So we want to put that one on next. So let's set this. All right. Again, a little bit of glue. Okay. 2 pins. All right, this is the inside, and then this will be the outside. Let's put that next. And you just work your way inside out and just follow your construction to know what comes next on your way building inside out. It's so easy. Okay. See how that all fits together? These little dado joints just really make it nice and secure. Okay. All right. Here's our bottom piece, or top piece. No, let's see, that would be the top piece. All right. Well, depends on which way you want to put it inside the drawer. Let's put it that way. Anyway, it's the piece that goes on the bottom and top. All right, let's turn this. A little bit of glue here. And then I'm going to stand this up on end and put a little bit of glue here, but I want a little bit more glue here. This is going to be our outside corner, and we can get to that and sand that a little bit. So let's tip that down, put our end in there. Okay, again, 2 pins. In fact, this is the outside, I'm going to give that 3 pins, and I'm going to do the same up top here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can begin to see how that's coming together. Same piece down low, same way. Again, we'll tip it up so that we can get a little extra glue on this outside corner. We don't want to have any squeeze out, so we'll kind of spread it with our finger, make sure that we don't get a lot of squeeze out, but we want a little extra glue on that outside corner. Okay. Okay, and then the final outside corner. Tip that up into place there. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. What do you think of that? That looks pretty nice. Oh, did I forget to nail this corner? Oh. My pins didn't work. There we go. Now they're in. All right. Just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and let that dry a little while. I'm going to cut a bottom that is out of 1/4 inch melamine that is just this size. Before I put the melamine on, I'm going to use some, for a finish, we want to put a little bit of finish. I'm going to sand the top of this all nice and flush and round the edges, just break the corners and stuff. We're going to use some cutting board oil. Now you don't want to use anything toxic. This is where your spoons, forks, and knives go. You don't want to have any kind of a toxic finish, but you do want to have some sort of finish. And cutting board oil is a really good choice, non-toxic, and it kind of protects your wood from your moisture. So there we are. Let's come back in a little bit and we'll show you how the rest of it looks. Okay, I have my drawer organizer all finished off. I went ahead and I sanded all the top of it after I did. I had sanded all the pieces before assembly, but I went ahead and sanded the top, broke all the edges so that it's nice and smooth. I installed a 1/4 inch melamine bottom so that it will be easy to clean and take care of. This will be a wonderful addition to my kitchen, make things nice and clean. And it will yours too. We'll do something else like this for your house next time we come back on Woodworking with Wes.